Hey everybody, welcome back to another quick video on survival and prepping today. And this is Lisa, I'm with I Need That to Prep. Make sure you subscribe down below to get more really cool tips and fun stuff. Even though this isn't really technically a fun subject, it's a very serious subject. You know, there's a lot of prepping things that you have to learn, and so why not make it fun? I mean, this is why I do this. I love this stuff. So today we are going to talk about emergency blankets. I know you've heard of this. You might see that behind me. That's what that is. We're going to talk about that. Also known as space blankets, Mylar blankets. Do these things really work, right? I mean, they're thin and flimsy, but basically there's several different brands you can get. You can get them all on Amazon, Walmart, wherever you want to go. Walmart and Amazon probably two of the best places, but this one is particularly emergency Mylar thermal blankets. I just bought this off Amazon. I have the link below. They're made in China. Is there a better version? Is there a cheaper versus a more expensive, higher quality one? Yeah, there is. You know, is the big differences? Probably not, but this is actually one of the cheaper versions because I wanted to try these out, and I am going to do an experiment, but I have a bigger one coming, or a more expensive one coming, and I'm going to do a little bit of a kind of a challenge and see which one stands up. But for now we're going to do this one because this was a popular brand on Amazon. So there's actually 4 in a pack. Well, I have one behind me, but it comes like this in this big pack. You just pull it out. They're these little guys like this. They come really folded up like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So and right on the package, if you guys don't know what these are for, I mean, obviously, again, when we talk about prepping, bug out bags are like the biggest thing you could do probably as an urban prepper, or anybody for that case, because you want to be ready at a moment's notice. That's the whole theory behind it. So you don't want to you want to be able to grab and go. Basically grab and go if somebody kicks in your door and says, you know, you're going to jail, or it's martial law declared, hand us over everything, right? Whatever. It's crazy scenarios, right? Or if riots are happening, you want to get out. I mean, you just grab and go. So everything needs to be light. It needs to be compact. It needs to be, you know, built for surviving any kind of situation. So there's a lot of little nuances to this stuff. And having emergency Mylar blankets, or emergency thermal blankets, or space blankets, or whatever you want to call them. These are great little things to have. There's countless uses for them. Right on the back of this one says tent, could be a tent footprint, backpack cover, a rain poncho, that's a good one, emergency signal, oh, that's a good one, I never thought of that, a solar oven, that's a tough one, but I'm not a big solar person, so I'm learning. Shade cover, ooh, that's a good one if you find yourself out hot. Fishing lure, I guess you could cut a piece of this out and do that, yeah. An arm sling, a tourniquet, trail marker, yes, that's a good one. Water collector, yeah. Snow melt container, bird repellent, ah, yes. So I live in a place where there's a lot of grape vineyards around here, and they have all these kind of shiny, you know, bird repellent, you know, they're just pieces of Mylar essentially to scare the birds away. That's actually a good one. I'm not sure why in a survival situation you would want to scare the birds away, but anyways, you probably want to attract the birds so you could shoot them and eat them, but well, that's another topic. Emergency shelter, yes. Sleeping bag liner, yes. Ground cover, yes. Wind blocker, and a rain blocker. So yes to those last ones. So I'm going to pull this behind me out from here, and let's look at this. And I'm going to actually show you, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's pretty big. It's pretty darn big, and could you lay this as ground cover? Yes. Could you put a sleeping bag on it? Yes. I mean, if you look at it, you probably can't, you're not going to see me in this whole video, but I mean, it's pretty darn tall. And so if I sit back down, like a lot of this, you might see, so I'll tell you one thing. A big thing about this emergency blanket is it's supposed to keep you warm, right? So you literally could wrap yourself, I mean, there's a million different ways you can do it. Oh yeah, did you guys notice my Yellowstone shirt, by the way? I'm a huge Kevin Costner Yellowstone fan. Anyway, just in case you didn't notice, this can be used just like this, as a blanket. Now, I probably would go up to the snow and test this out. I mean, it's October here, and it's, you know, I'm almost sweating right now. It's hot, but it's probably a good time. But this is how you're supposed to use it, just like this, and wrap yourself out. Now, I will tell you, I'm sitting there with this thing around me, and you can almost feel it. I mean, instantly get hot. Like it radiates. It almost it insulates your body heat and keeps your body heat from going out. You can literally like wrap yourself up like this in it. And this is what I would do if I was in a survival situation. This thing definitely would help keep you warm. There are some statistics on these things in terms of keeping in the night and in your body heat, and I think on this one, it actually says retains up to 90% of body heat. Okay, so yeah, you know, look, if I sit here long enough, I feel like it's kind of an oven. It starts getting pretty hot in here. So I'm going to take their word on that. But this would definitely be, getting hypothermia and that sort of thing, I would not want to risk that. So this is very cool for that. Now, I'm not going to show today, I'll have a couple videos on more of the uses of Mylar, but Mylar blankets, but you can see how you can use this as a shelter, because this, you know, if I had some kind of string or some kind of stick, then, you know, I could kind of make a covering, a teepee out of this. I mean, there's just a lot of different things you can do with this. And again, the benefits is that it's so lightweight. It's so lightweight. And it's supposed to keep the heat in. It doesn't keep things cold. I did write an article about emergency blankets. I will put that below as well. It doesn't keep things cold. It's designed to keep things warm and keep your heat in. Keep the rain out. It's designed to, again, just keep you dry, provide shelter. You might have also seen runners. So I'll tell you a quick story. I used to run half marathons all the time. And you always see like the top runners out there preparing, and they would have these darn Mylar blankets, and I couldn't figure out what the heck those were. And I thought they were like, oh, you know, they were too cool for us of average runners, right? But now I get it, because I would run these really cold. It gets really cold here in the valley. I mean, not really cold, but to us it's cold. It gets below 30 degrees. It freezes here at night. But in these races, you know, you're up at 5 and 6 in the morning trying to warm up, because the race starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. You see all these really, you know, competitive racers with these Mylars just running up and down with these Mylar things, and you're running. And now I get it. Like, it wasn't until I actually started prepping did I understand what these really were. And so those runners were trying to maintain their body heat as they got warm up, and you know, it was just so cold outside, so it helps to keep their muscles warm. So it's the same concept. But anyway, emergency Mylar blankets are awesome. I highly, highly recommend them. Make sure you have a couple of them in your to-go bags and your get-home bags, in your car, especially in your car. And if you have a family, you know, I don't know, this is only 4, so I would maybe give one of these packs, get at least everybody gets a couple, right? So not a couple packs, but 2 of these Mylar blankets per person. So anyways, so awesome survival gear. Make sure you get it. I put some links below. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.